Hello, everyone. So it's been very rainy here in Newcastle, which I'm sure it has been elsewhere across the country. So I thought, what better time than do a rainy day fund update than on a rainy day? So my rainy day fund, or my emergency fund, as I sometimes like to call it, is a pot of money that I've got set aside that I can use in case of an emergency. So, for example, if I lost my job, or if I had a leak in the roof and I needed that repairing, I've got this really accessible pot of money that I can use to pay for those costs. So I've been on a bit of a journey in terms of trying to change my habits and to stop spending my emergency fund on non-emergencies. I had a lovely rainy walk around Jesmond Dene, which is a lovely park here in Newcastle. It's got a waterfall, it's got animals in Pets Corner, and yeah, it's really nice to just walk around whatever the weather. So enjoy some shots in this video all around the park. My rainy day fund is split into two accounts. So I save money each month into premium bonds, and then I also save money into a cash savings account. So, in terms of my premium bonds, at the start of June, I had a holding of £1,550. But then I unfortunately withdrew £1,375. Now, again, I fell into a bit of a bad habit of needing to pay for something which could be classified as a luxury, that I didn't have the sort of fun or discretionary spending for. But because it needed to be paid, I did take the hit and withdraw it from my premium bonds. So that meant, unfortunately, that I had a final holding in June of £175. Now, you'll see there that I didn't manage to win anything in June. So the odds of me winning in June, based on the £1,550 that I had as a holding, was 7%. So I did have small odds of winning, and I didn't actually win. But now, because I've reduced my holding even further, it's the £175 that I have as a holding has a 1% chance of winning each draw. So that means that with average luck, it'll take me 120 months to win anything in premium bonds. However, I am trying to contribute and build this pot back up month on month. So the next part of my emergency fund is my cash savings account. So this is with a bank and has an interest rate of just over 4%. So the balance at the start of June was £211. I contributed £798 throughout June. I didn't withdraw any money, so tick there for not withdrawing any money from my cash emergency fund. And then the interest that accrued on the account was £1.06, which meant that the final balance at the end of June was £1,010. Now, you might be wondering why I withdrew so much from my premium bonds but was able to contribute a lot to my emergency fund. The reason for this was that I needed the money at the start of the month, so I withdrew from my premium bonds. I then was able to repay back some of that money, but I chose to put it in my cash emergency fund because I was feeling a bit vulnerable that this was below £1,000. So I wanted to prioritize my cash emergency fund over my premium bonds. Now, bringing those figures together and looking at the numbers. So, for premium bonds, as I said, I had £175 at the end of June. Savings account, I had £1,010 at the end of June. So that meant that my final balance at the end of June for my emergency fund was £1,185. Now, you'll notice that it is around £600 less than I had at the end of May. So I am trying to build this up over time, and hopefully get into a habit of only withdrawing from these accounts when it is in fact an emergency and not when I need something for luxury spending. So my aim by the end of 2024 is to have £3,000 in my rainy day fund. See you on the next video.